Hello, welcome back. I actually have two fantasy football leagues this year. I just want to go over it. One of them I'd follow up more with. This one is a school one. Very unique, not really typical. Uh, I am doing a what's my English class this year for school? It's sports literature. And uh, my teacher decided to do fantasy football. Told us day one. So these are the rules. So this is just like the basic assignment for the whole thing. The season doesn't end until I don't know if it's gonna be the final kind of like this year, but it would be kind of. I mean, the season doesn't really end till February, right? Football. Okay, this draft is very unique in the way that you only draft 9 players, like no bench. QB, running backs, wide receivers, tight end, kicker, defense, and the flex, of course. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Yeah. All right. You can't add or drop players at all, so whoever you draft, you keep. The only exception to adding players is through injury, and they are permanently on your roster when you add them, and they are your permanent backup for that position. And I'm pretty sure that applies for bye weeks. I know suspensions applies to that, so like Rasheed Rice, which I very much contemplating drafting. It's just you lose out on that wide receiver capability, but man, it's just tough. Um, it's whoever like the waiver wire. It's just whoever messages my teacher first. So if you want to message him that night, right as he gets injured, you can replace him. Um, or like the day after. Uh, we have it's worth points for my class. Extra credit. We have 3 seasons actually, so 3 opportunities to earn points. Weeks 1 through 6, weeks 6 through 12, and the whole season. I'm assuming that someone will get 20 points extra credit because you get 15 for the whole season, and 5 for weeks 1 through 6 and 6 through 12. I assume that one of the winners in these brackets will also win the end one. I would assume because it overlaps. And to be fair, someone could just win all three. I mean, it's there's nothing stopping them. This is a group project, kind of group project. We have teams of 3 to 4. Here's scoring. This is pretty typical for my league. 0.04 points per passing yard, 4 points per passing touchdown, -2 for interception, -2 for fumble. Rushing and receiving, it is zero point 0.1 point per yard and 6 yards a touchdown. Receptions are half a point, which I know there's a lot of point per reception. My league actually does half, my family league, which I'm probably going to want to upload a lot more on. 2-point conversions are always 2, passing, rushing, receiving, all of them. Field goals. This is kicking. This is going to get where it gets a little interesting. 3 points, all distances. That's what my league typically does. I know some leagues, they go up to, like, the distance they get a point, like 40 yards will be 4, 50 yards will be 5, and 60 yards would be 6. Extra points, though, 1 point, and which is typical, but -1 for a missed one, which would not be a huge loss, but because we're not doing matchup to matchup, we're doing like I think if you play fantasy basketball, I believe it's called rotisserie, is the play style, which is just you accumulate points all season. So that's kind of how we're playing. I don't think we're doing a matchup system. Alright. Defense, this is very unique to me as well. Okay, so 1 point per sack, pretty typical. 2 points per interception, pretty typical. I believe fumbles is on here. I don't see it, but I'm pretty sure fumbles would count for 2 points as well. Touchdowns are 6, safeties are 2. Scoring this wise, all of these look pretty typical. 7-4, -1, -4 for points allowed. The only difference is the shutouts. 0 points allowed. 10 points is typically. I'm pretty sure that will be up there, as there's nothing there, but it's just not listed. And these two are very unique. Let's look at them. 3-and-outs and fourth down stops. Half a point each. So forcing a turnover on downs and forcing a punt on before they get a first. I mean, you can get a couple points there. I think that's going to be equivalent to like 1.5 points a game per defense, pretty typically. I don't know if that will help the Chiefs out or not, because I'm looking for Chiefs defense. I think they look pretty good. I don't think they're going to be the highest scoring defense all season, but I think they can be pretty consistent scores. Okay, let's see. Extra points returned. Very rare. I've seen one happen a couple years ago. I believe it was Joey Sly or Sill. I don't remember how his name. I believe it's Joey Sly. Um, I don't remember how to. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's the kicker who was kicking it. I believe he was with the Commanders at the time, and it was a blocked extra point and ran all the way back. And a blocked kick is additional 2 points, I believe. Extra point, field goals. Uh, those are worth an extra 2 points. Yeah, that's scoring. Okay, that's pretty much my league. This is just hoping that people that don't know football potentially with the draft. Well, I don't really care about that. I did my own thing. And that's over here with my draft targets. I went through the list of ESPN Fantasy. I got it on my computer up here, and I created a list. I got the top 40s, or the top 40s of what I thought. Most of them are top 40s of their category. So top 40 running backs, top 40 receivers. I did put Stephon Diggs, so I believe he's ranked 41. And there might be a couple people I left out of the list. I think that on the tight ends I left someone out on accident. Um, so starting off, we have 9-round draft, right? Let's get rid of that. 9-round draft. And I listed it on who my draft target should be. First round, we have it's a 12 teams, 12 teams, and we have the 5th overall pick. We'll be drafting Tuesday, September 2nd, at like 8:30 in the morning. I'm a little nervous about it. I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. We don't even have a team name yet. Whatever. So these are our draft projections. I want to share that with you as well. First round, 5th overall pick. This is just prioritized whoever we're gonna pick. Bijan is not gonna be available. I just know. And Jahmyr Gibbs and Jamar Chase very easily are not gonna be available either. I did not feel like drafting Saquon or Christian McCaffrey. I just did. I want to get a running back first round if I can. But if I can't get Gibbs or Bijan, I'm not drafting a running back. Ashton Gentry's a little too far back, and he's young, and Devon A-Chain, right? I just don't necessarily trust the health. And Ashton Gentry's a rookie. You never know if they're going to pan out well or not. Like, I mean, Bijan did not necessarily have the best rookie season. He was really explosive, but didn't necessarily put up the touchdowns. He got like 2 touchdowns all season. So after Jamar Chase, I put CeeDee Lamb, Malik Nabers, and Puka Nacua. That order. I think Malik Nabers might be my draft target this round. I think I'd take Malik Nabers over CeeDee Lamb. I'd really like to get one of these top 3 guys. I mean, all these guys are really good. But yeah. Second round, it's snake draft style, so we're going to come back. We have the 5th pick, I believe. What would that be? 24 minus 5. 19? No, it should be the 20th. Be the 20th pick as well. 20th overall pick. Okay. That means 20th overall pick, we're going to be looking at the Derrick Henry area. I believe Bucky Irving's ranked above Derrick Henry. I'm not quite sure about that. I just know Derrick Henry is a beast. If I can get Derrick Henry, I take him no matter what. Bucky Irving, Jonathan Taylor. I don't think there's much to be said about these guys. They're all very talented. They're all going to be explosive. I feel like they're all going to have 1,500 rushing yard seasons. So that's great. If I don't get them, though, I think this is actually right around the tight end slot, like where they're ranked, Brock Bowers and Trey McBride. And if these guys are not available, I don't know if there's another running back I'd want to take, like not Chase Brown. Kyron Williams is actually in the next round. I think he's back a little bit more. So we have 2 close picks, so it's going to be tough. I think we just take a tight end. And these guys are very talented, guaranteed a lot of points. I believe they're both going to be healthy all season. Maybe Brock Bowers is healthier than Trey McBride. I think Bowers has higher upside. But the Cardinals' tight ends also score a lot. I trust them as well. Third round, Kyron Williams, James Cook for my running backs. If those aren't available, right, those top running backs, I go for a QB. Lamar Jackson or Jaden Daniels. I don't want Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. I'd prefer these guys. I feel like these guys are more consistent. I mean, Jalen Hurts gets rushing touchdowns, but these guys I feel like are more athletic. They are very similar. Great passing ability, very accurate passers, and their running ability enables them to be very accurate passers. So not as many interceptions. They're very good at running the ball. I feel like they're good ball carriers. They don't necessarily fumble a lot for when they carry the ball. These guys could very easily be taken, though. I have no idea how this draft will work. There's a lot of people I have no idea. My family league drafts very differently than most typical leagues do, so this is just guessing. If not, we're going Alvin Kamara. That is if we don't have two running backs already. I believe the first 6 rounds, our priority target is a running back. Yeah. I'd like to get running backs out of the way. Third round, let's just go back third round real quick. Alvin Kamara. He is a beast. Not necessarily the most efficient runner, but he works hard. Like, he averages, I think, average yards after catch. He was getting like 9 yards after catch in a game, but he'd only average 3 yards per catch. Because he'd catch the ball. His average catching position, like starting position with the ball, was 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Insane. Fourth round, Trevion Henderson, Patriots running back, rookie, very talented, very fast. If I don't have a running back already, I mean, I have a lot of wide receivers here: Marvin Harrison Jr., Mike Evans, DJ Moore. DJ Moore could have a great year. I like him better over Omadunze, but Mike Evans, I would take Mike Evans any day. He's just touchdown machine with Baker Mayfield. He's kind of like the Travis Kelce of receivers. He's a big dude. He's athletic, not necessarily the fastest dude, but he gets the ball, he holds on to it, doesn't turn the ball over, and he scores. Marvin Harrison Jr. is very athletic. I might put Mike Evans over Marvin Harrison Jr. But I think Marvin Harrison Jr. could also have a really good season. He's just very athletic as well. He's actually, like, he's faster, he's more athletic, more talented than Mike Evans and DJ Moore. But these guys could have big touchdown scoring seasons. And I put Breece Hall down here. He's actually fifth pick in the fourth and first in the fifth. Kind of right on the bubble there, because these are neighboring picks as well, and he's kind of back a bit. Breece Hall's available. I take Breece Hall. I feel like I don't care about the Giants' backfield. Just having a running back is very good. I feel like he's going to score. He's going to be the lead back of that Jets backfield. I don't care about Braylon Allen. DeAndre Swift is also very talented. I feel like he could very much be up there. But I do know that 5 rounds in a row, what are the chances I don't have 2 running backs by now? So, these wide receivers, I mean, I could have easily have 2 receivers as well, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, but I think it's looking like wide receiver round. This would be probably one of my, I hope it was my second wide receiver. I could have my tight end QB already, 2 running backs, wide receiver. Come in here, this could be my second receiver. Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton, Devontae Smith. And if that is the case, I mean, 2 great running backs, tight end, great QB. I feel like this as a wide receiver 2, like these as a wide receiver 1, I mean, that's great. I'd take these. I mean, these guys are like fringe, bottom, like wide receiver 1. But these guys as wide receiver 2s, I feel like is so great. Like, I don't care if I have great running backs, it doesn't matter what my wide receiver situation is. This is what, I mean, this looks great. 6th round, I put Pacheco and David Montgomery up here. Yeah, I feel like they're pretty good. We still actually do have a flex position. I forgot about that. That's tight end, wide receiver, running back. I think these guys, Pacheco, I think is way underrated. If I get a running back, if he's my second running back, if he's my flex even, I would take Pacheco. Like, I feel like he's very underrated this season. I can't believe he's like the 25th best running back in the league. Like, that seems kind of low. David Montgomery is also way back here. Jahmyr Gibbs is very athletic, very fast, very talented, getting a little bit more involved in the receiving game. But Montgomery, I mean, he's still, I feel like, led the team in carries when he was healthy. Like, he can still get a lot of carries. He's still very efficient, especially with that Lions team. They do have a new offensive coordinator, so I don't know how that'll pan out, but I think Gibbs will thrive no matter what. Montgomery might not get the same usage. Okay, George Pickens is with Dallas, but I feel like he's fast. I feel like he's very athletic. I think he's a hard worker, and I think he can make plays. Jacoby Myers was with the Raiders. Just very weak team. I feel like he's going to be very available to get. He's going to lead. I mean, besides Brock Bowers, of course, I feel like he's very easily going to get like 8 touchdowns next season. That might be a bit ambitious, but I feel like that wouldn't be too surprising. And if I don't have a quarterback yet, I would take Baker Mayfield over Jacoby Myers. I like Baker Mayfield. I feel like he has a lot of turnovers, but is accurate. And he has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I mean, they have a pretty strong. It's like a lesser Joe Burrow. I feel like their team's more complete. I feel like he gets better possessions. So there might be some shorter drives, but he does have a bit more running capability. He's not afraid to get a rushing touchdown now and then. I like Baker. Um, Seventh round. This is just filling in. I'll put tight ends and quarterbacks. I didn't think I'd have both of them, and if I do, I thought maybe it'd have a flex spot available for tight end. I don't know what happened. There we go. David Njoku is very athletic. I think he's very talented. Tight end. With the Browns, Joe Flacco, I really trust him to do big. I think when he had Joe Flacco a couple seasons ago, he was averaging 20 fantasy points a game for a while there in my league. Really big. Jared Goff, CJ Stroud, JJ McCarthy. If they don't have a QB yet, Jared Goff is the guy. And I would not be disappointed 7th round picking up CJ Stroud or JJ McCarthy for my QB. Like, that is not bad gig. 8th round, the Bills defense is they just put up numbers. I don't know what they do. They just put up numbers. Chiefs, I'm getting a late round pick here, by the way. So I actually like the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to be like a 12th defense projection to get picked, I believe. Maybe after that, even like 14th, 15th. I think they're just so consistent. Like, they can stop runs, especially with this 4th down stops. I feel like they can do that. They stop the run. I don't know if it's going to look how good it's going to look this year, but I feel like the Chiefs are consistently a really good defense. They rotate, they keep fresh legs on the field, and they're always prepared to step up, and I feel like that's the team. Patriots, I put more in here for explosive plays. I feel like if any team out of these three is going to score touchdowns, it'd be the Patriots. So these would be like a boom or bust defense, which for a rotisserie style thing is just fine, just getting points. 9th round, this is just kickers. Just put all the kickers I think I'd want. Bates, Aubrey, Butker, and McLaughlin. I feel like they're all very accurate kickers. They're all going to score quite a bit. They're all on teams that will let them kick a lot of field goals. Like, the Chiefs' offense is really good, and I think they'll score a lot of touchdowns this year. But it's pretty typical for the Chiefs to leave it short and not close out, and I think that's looking really good. Yeah, and that's my draft. So that's for my 9 players. I might try if it's available Wednesday. I have a fantasy draft for my family league. I might air that and upload it a couple days later, showing you my team. And I mean, that could easily be an hour and a half long video, but yeah, I hope you guys like watching. I hope you guys are ready for some fantasy football, because I'd like to upload some of this, get this going for a full year's worth. Get some sports involved. Yeah, and this is my school league. Thank you so much. Goblin Gang is out, and I will see you again soon. Bye.